Welcome back. In the city of Crystal, a first-time initiative is putting an emphasis on the mental and emotional health of its police officers. The police department is getting its first facility dog named Mo, who will work and live in the station full-time. Jessica Hart has the details.
The Crystal Police Department has a new best friend.
He's tasked with
a best friend who's constantly in your business.
It takes you out, you're having a bad day, you can come in here, you just see him and it just changes your day. I mean, he's a special thing.
Sergeant Jake Albers brought Mo to his new home.
We got Mo through Project Delta back in January. We've been working with them for the past year on just finding the right dog that will fit our needs in our department.
Mo's a facility dog who was brought in to help officers manage their stress.
And it's not just, the big calls that causes stress, it's the day-to-day calls. You can smell the cortisol levels. And what he'll do is he'll go up, and if you're sitting down, he'll nudge you.
Friendly bumps that remind you to breathe.
For me, when I do it, it really just helps with stress and anxiety.
He lives at the station 24/7, so Mo is there for every shift and everyone who walks in the door, from officers to people in the community.
I brought him into a person in crisis at our PD, and just bringing Mo into the room completely changed her demeanor. More than any person, I think, could do it. And I think that is the power of a dog, that they have a way of doing that with people that people can't do.
It's also the power of a best friend, a furry, fluffy fella who cares more about you than himself.
He's so incredibly sweet. Well, it is beloved for its beauty, and to Native tribes, it is sacred. And the dam atop at St. Anthony Falls also helps control the city's drinking water supply. But it's what sits under the river that has scientists concerned right now. A giant concrete wall holding the falls in place could fail. Here's Jennifer Hoff with more.
I'll just pull out a random one and see what's in it.
One map is a snapshot in time.
This is pre-lock and dam.
John Anfinson studies many of them, getting a clear picture of a place few people
The wall on this one is
even know exists.
right here.
Called the Cutoff Wall, built in 1876 to prevent water from continuing to erode St. Anthony Falls. It's nearly 1,900 feet long and 40 feet tall, an idea the Army Corps of Engineers constructed after the falls had already collapsed several times before then.
It's like the second highest dam on the Mississippi from the Twin Cities down, but it's under the Mississippi. And I'm one of the few people who really knows about it.
Anfinson worked for the Corps, and later the National Park System overseeing this part of the river. Well versed in the history, he called for a closer look, fearing the wall's aging infrastructure could collapse.
1934.
His research already discovering 2 leaks.
The biggest thing we need to know is that wall doing its job and perfectly for 148 years, or are there issues with it?
2 years ago, the legislature awarded Anfinson, the University of Minnesota, and Hennepin County $1 million to study the wall that no agency actually owns. Using technology to look for cavities and whether the wall is compromised, along with emergency response planning if it fails. That would impact water supply and threaten bridges and roads.
This is like a patient with a history of serious illness, and we just need to keep checking up on that patient.
Dubbed a hidden hazard,
The surface through the limestone.
one Anfinson hopes he can map out its future. That's much more safe.
Without that wall, there would be no St. Anthony Falls.
Well, there's another Twin Cities chef putting our fine dining scene in the national spotlight, and she's using her newfound fame to help fellow immigrants. Jessica Hart checked in with Soleil Ramirez.
At the heart of every kitchen is its chef.
It's like a tribute to the entire culture.
Soleil Ramirez crafted her menu with love.
My menu is inspired in memories, in people from my family, friends, trips, and every single little town in my country.
In 2023, she opened Krusky.
It's not like the regular Venezuelan restaurant. You can just go and just enjoy arepas or empanadas or tequeños.
Her twist on Venezuelan food caught the attention of the Food Network.
Actually, I didn't apply for anything. They contacted me.
She was one of 4 chefs featured on Tuesday night's episode of Chopped.
It was very refreshing. Give me like that kind of kick of you are doing something good, just keep pushing.
The show pushed her to bring a year-old idea to the table.
All all the Latin chefs in towns are going to come to Kreski in partnership with me to create these amazing 3-course dinners to raise funds for different organizations.
She says the money raised will benefit immigrants to help with mental health and legal assistance, a struggle she understands.
I'm not from here, and I was in process for asylum for almost 9 years. I got my asylum approved 3 weeks ago. So I know what it is waking up every single day, not knowing what is going to happen with you.
It's why she's rolling out love the best way a chef knows how.
The most incredible thing about food is food doesn't have language, food doesn't have barriers. Everybody understands food. So for me, food had always been the way I can communicate and I can help my community. We are nothing without immigrants.
Amazing work that she is doing. Stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.